I had only slept with another guy before him, and that guy was my first college boyfriend. A boyfriend who I'd been official with for a good while and exclusive with for too long. I lost my virginity in the arms of someone who I trusted, and someone with whom I was extremely emotionally connected. But this time, with this new guy, was entirely different. First of all, he had pressured the hell out of me the last time I found myself in his room. I guess I thought this time would be different. He was really attractive, and as much as I'd like to pretend that wasn't a major factor, it's the only reason I gave him a second chance. I tried to pretend that last time he had just been a little too tipsy and unrelenting in trying to get me to have sex. It was just an anomaly. In fact, I tried so hard to convince myself that it was just an anomaly that this time I asked if he had a condom after he gave the first hint. Sex was where I thought I wanted to go eventually, so why not make eventually now? I watched him put on the condom with hands that I didn't know, and I felt the weight of him as he pushed inside me a body that I barely knew. I noticed the brown freckles on his back for the first time as he moved inside me. Awkwardly. I closed my eyes and strained my neck to reach my lips to his. But we were kissing in a way that didn't make sense. Like it was just a distraction. Something to keep our minds off of what was actually occurring. In and out. In and out. I reached both my hands up to run my fingers through his thick brown hair, to bring that feeling of passion that I had come to know as an integral part of sex. But this wasn't the sex that I knew. It was a pantomime. I just wanted it to be over. This was a terrible idea. How much longer did I have to put up this act that this was actually enjoyable for me? Would this be enjoyable for him, or were we just stuck here waiting for the climax, for his climax? Please, come on! He pulled out, stripped off the condom, and went to the bathroom. Thoughts rushed through my head. How do I fix this? How do I give this meaning? How do I make him see me as more than this? He came back in and laid down on the bed next to me, and I put on my very best act of confidence. I tried to ask him questions about his life to find out more about what was there. But I knew I messed up. I knew this would be our last interaction. He gave me a quick peck on the lips at the door to his room, and then opened it for me to leave. What was that? How did this fit what I wanted? Casual sex with a guy I wasn't dating? I told myself that that was okay now because I lost my virginity in the ideal way to a guy who wanted all of me and who had given himself to me. Now that was over and sex was allowed to just be for the hell of it. That's what an empowered woman was supposed to do, right? Hunt him down and take it like one of the boys. Command respect but be in charge of her sexuality. Feed the fire of her powerful libido. But this didn't feel the way that it was supposed to feel. This didn't feel casual or carefree. It felt like a big fat mistake. If this was the way to empower myself, then I wouldn't feel like this. Used and equated to nothingness? I was a girl who was worth getting to know. A girl with so much substance beneath the surface. I had adopted someone else's definition of empowerment instead of coming to one under my own terms. Even though the original purpose had been to feel command of my body, strong in my sexuality, I had actually disempowered myself. I thought of all the other women I had seen trapped even further down this route than I had traveled. Women who were engaging in sex with different men over and over again in this pursuit of empowerment. Why are we so set on fitting ourselves into someone else's definition of what's desirable or popular? Why don't we take a step back to see if fitting into that mold is worth it? With all the pieces of ourselves that we have to give up. Why don't we listen to that little voice that says, I really don't want to go back with this guy? Why do we try to drown it out with more alcohol? Why do we drown it out with all the voices around us saying, oh, go for it? Why do we tell that voice, our gut, our truest, unfiltered self to shut up, stop holding us back, stop keeping us from reaching the pinnacle of social success? My internal voice is trying to stand up to the peer pressure, but it's crumbling because I'm telling myself that it simply isn't enough to be me. And that voice is beginning to give up. Slowly, it's silenced. Perhaps that's why when pictures went up on Facebook the next day of him with his arm around me or me sitting in his lap, included in the circle, it felt worth it for a second. Like the actual act of what had happened was shitty, but these pictures made it all okay because they illustrated power. I had been captured in a moment where I had achieved the ideal image. These photos were proof that I was capable of that conquest. I had accomplished what I wanted. But I didn't want it. I did it because it was what everything and everyone around me seemed to be telling me that I should want. Like my claim to being a fully confident, empowered woman was only 100% true if I gave sex to back it up. I handed my body over to him, and he masturbated. I let him objectify me